Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel with some more Arma Reforger. Again, this video is going to be a little bit different as I'm going to be showcasing something that I don't think is talked about as much, which is both the snipers for the Americans and Russians and the armor piercing ammo and just how much damage it can do. Now to start things off, I'm going to be using the Russian SVD with the armor piercing, so you can see the armor piercing there and the incendiary ammo, and we're using the SVD for this. So I'll be using this as an example first against US vehicles, so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about and just how powerful this stuff is. Alright, so we'll count the shots, and you'll start hearing the different tunes of the engine when it actually starts to struggle. You know, hitting it directly in the front in the engine block. One. See, just from that first shot, hear that? It's already starting to struggle a bit. Give it another one. Same sound. 3 shots in the engine block and that's already starting to make it smoke. And the engine's, it's gone. 4 shots with the Russian SVD armor piercing ammo is going to disable a vehicle if you're hitting it directly in front. So now we'll move on. We'll start hitting these smaller vehicles now. Again, 1 shot and it's struggling. 2 shots. 3 shots. 4 shots, starting to smoke. 5 shots disabled. So obviously you could do a little bit more experimenting with this, you know, hitting it from different sides. I just wanted to show this as a quick example, and I didn't want to make the video too long. Again, we'll move on. 1 shot, struggling. 2 shots, it's smoking. I think this one's a lot smaller, this vehicle. 3 shots, the vehicle's disabled. That is all from the armor piercing. Now this is where it starts to get more interesting. With a helicopter. Now what you want to be aiming for is either the tail rotor or the main rotor. I'll start with the tail rotor first. That was about 4 or 5 sniper shots, and it's completely disabled the tail rotor. Four shots, and that fully disables the main rotor as well. So I just wanted to talk over this because the helicopter was being really loud. So what I was doing here was testing it underneath the main rotor where the kind of engine is, and this took two mags. Just 2 full mags, and that set it on fire completely, putting the helicopter out of action. So it's really, you know, useful to know if you've got a squad or if you've got a few people with snipers, they're using armor piercing. If you guys manage to connect 2 full mags to a helicopter underneath the main rotor, it's going to set it on fire and put it out of action. US armor piercing against the Russian vehicles. So we'll see if we notice a little bit of a difference. It was typically with the smaller vehicles 3-4 shots when it was the Russians against US. Again, you can already hear the vehicle knocking just from the first shot. Go 3 shots smoking. 4 shots disabled. We'll move on to the machine gunner vehicle. Very similar. I believe it'll be similar results. There's 2 shots smoking. 3 shots disabled. That was 4. I think this, yeah, this was 4, I believe. That was 3. So kind of a similar trend. The actual larger vehicles are going a bit different, less shots. But then again, it could be, you know, there could be precise spots where you need to hit, I imagine. But anyway, let's move on to the BTR. Now when it comes to the BTR, if you see a BTR, you know, you're playing Conflict, and you have a sniper with armor-piercing ammo, you can be a lot more effective than you actually realise. I'm not going to do a test trying to disable this with armor-piercing, but the people that are inside, you can damage. You can hear them all saying, I'm hit, I'm hit, I'm hit. Look, we've even killed one. Dead. Now again, I am going to talk over this and confirm. I know I did do this test kind of from point blank range right next to it. Obviously, if you're at a distance of around 100 meters or a little bit more, you are going to see different results. But my point is, if you've got the ammo for the armor-piercing sniper rifle, you see a BTR 100 meters or more out, you can lay into it absolutely a load of shots into it, and you are going to cause damage to the players inside, even possibly killing them. It might take a little few more bullets, but you're definitely going to get the job done. You might even cause them to freak out. You know, they're not going to know what's going on. They'll jump out of the hatch, which will make it even easier to make a kill. Now, apologies again, I am talking over this. The helicopter's just too loud, and you can barely hear me talking as I'm doing it. So with the tail rotor, it turned out to be 1 full mag and around a quarter to fully disable it and destroy it. Now when it came to the main rotor, it took about 1 full mag and I think just over half, maybe 3/4 to take it out and fully disable it. Now I did do the similar test shooting underneath with the armor piercing. Now this took a lot more, probably about almost a mag and 3/4, almost 2 mags to fully disable it just from shooting underneath as well. So you can kind of get the idea that the Russian armor piercing on the sniper is a lot more effective against helicopters compared to the US against the Russian helicopters. But again, I hadn't really seen anything online about this with the armor piercing. We know the snipers have got all the different ammo types compared to the assault rifles having none. So I thought it'd be another good idea to make a video and showcase it and show just how powerful it really is. Now again, you guys have been absolute legends. I cannot appreciate the support enough. It's kind of been hard trying to come up with content lately. You know, once mods drop, I think, for PS5, it's going to be a lot more easy. I've already got a ton of stuff in mind. So again, massive thank you if you've tuned in once again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.